we are going to discuss product rules and what are they. Product rules are Salesforce CPQ's automation tool. So product rules can do a lot of the things that certain features and Salesforce can do, like your validation rules or any of your flows. Uh, Product rules can take care of it. So if you have automation that you need to complete in a CPQ project, you always want to look for, utilizing Salesforce CPQ's automation first, and then move on to Salesforce specific automation tools. So there are four different types of product rules. So one is your alert. So let's say the sales rep is selling items and, they make certain selections, and you don't necessarily want to stop them from doing that, but you may want to alert them with a message on the screen. Okay. It could potentially be if they've selected a particular product, the system can prompt it to say, hey, can you take a look at upselling another product since you've selected one product, and try to sell that to the customer. Another way to utilize alerts is if it's just something they might want to communicate to the customer while they're selling. Okay. So, for example, if they select a particular product, and the business may want the sales reps to let the customer know, hey, I'm selecting these octopus hot dogs. I just want to let you know that they may contain a certain amount of fat, or some piece of information that might be beneficial to communicate that to the customer while the sales rep is selling their item. They can select it, and they can just close out of the message once they're done with it. The next one is a validation. So think of it as like a validation rule in Salesforce. So you can write validation, if this, then that. You can do the same thing in CPQ. But you always want to use a product rule with the validation type if you need it to have that validation instead of the standard CPQ validation. So if you set up a validation rule, the sales rep won't be able to proceed unless they made a change and to something on the screen. The next one is selection. So product rules are great for being able to add certain products, remove them, hide products, depending on conditions that's set up. Okay, whatever the business rule. So it may be a situation where you don't want the reps to see certain products. You don't want to bog them down with tons of products. If they've already selected something on the quote, there's no point of showing them an entire list of products that they probably can't sell anyways. And you want to hide, or you want to remove that product on the configuration screen for your bundles. You can also automatically add products to a quote. So, for example, if a business rule is, if they're creating a quote in the US, you may automatically want to add a fee as a product. Okay. And so the sales reps, they don't have to remember to add that fee. You can just add the fee onto the product without having additional clicks required. Okay. The next type is a filter. So let's say the business constantly has an abundance of chow products that can be sold as a bundle. So as you saw, in order to set up these products, you have to create product options linking them to the bundle product, and they just might cycle through these products often. So you can set up this feature where you can just create the products, and you can dynamically have these products available for selection if they select the bundle, and then they can just choose between those lists of products. On the next section, we will dive into each one of these product rule types.